en tus labios cuando me hablas así. Quiero besar tu boca, ese colorcito rojo me provoca. Con un mensaje tuyo el corazón se aloca. Y tú ni cuenta te das, que sea mi desayuno. Voy a empezar el día con todas las ganas. Voy a ser directo, la neta me encantas. Eres tú lo que quiero más.
Welcome again to part 3 of Castle Shawn. Right, you'll see, as I say, there's not much change at the moment. It's still in the process of getting rid of as much rubbish as possible, because the owners did like to leave everything and everything, literally. Talk about car boot rubbish. So literally, as I say, there's loads still to get rid of, but we're getting there. Yeah, we can see the light, as I say, at the end of the tunnel. So there's not much been work, as I say, since I've just arrived. As I say, I have sanded the door down a bit more, as I say, because that was it now. The light. You'll see there, as I say, I've had to sand it, as I say, after being left for a little while. As I say, it all started to stick, and we knew that before we left, but we just wanted to get a coat on to protect it, as I say, why we were away. So I just sanded all that back down, as I say, so as we can get another layer of coat of paint onto it, as I say, to toughen it up, as I say, and stop it getting any further. As I say, that's what we're looking for, as I say, really stop it getting looking any further. The walls are still about the same condition, as I say. Luckily, when I came in, there wasn't that much, as I say, difference, as I say, in the way the room was, as I say. So, but you'll notice I've got rid of the Spanish dresser. Yes, that's gone to the tip, as I say. I've got to get rid of that unit there out the way. I have spotted a nice 3-piece suite already, so we can get rid of this one out the way. You'll see all the rubbish here. I've cut up the old computer desk, as I say, and there's more rubbish there, and I've been literally every hour this week, as I say, literally taking more and more rubbish. I have got rid of some of the mattresses. You wouldn't think so, but I have. But you can see, as I say, yes, as I say, the wall is in need of a good going over. But that's my next project, as I say. We'll get rid of these bed frames in the morning, and then I can start scraping these walls back and seeing what really needs doing, as I say, and start getting a lick of paint on them. That's the main. To just really get them tidied all up, as I say. But yeah, so as I say, the mattress will be going today as well, so I can get rid of that. Then I'll walk you through to refresh. I've still got paint in the door, as I say. We've done the frames but not the door. There we are. So that's still the same. I've got the one bed in there ready, so that's all still the same. So this is pretty much, out of all the rooms, pretty much the one that's ready to go. As I say, a quick lick of paint over this one, and it is ready to go at the moment. But you'll notice when I mentioned, as I say, as we walk round, I've had a change of thought, because if you remember in the first and second video, this room I was thinking of making into the kitchen. But I decided, as we walk through here, because we haven't actually got a separate dining room, we've got the lounge, so I thought this would make a fab dining room. But tomorrow it's becoming a makeshift bedroom still. It still will be a bedroom, because I've got a new bed arriving in the morning, which I'll post later, as I say. And lovely service, as I say, from a place in our box. So, and I'll post that on the next video, as I say, the new bed arriving. And then I thought, well, we'll lose this wall, the one in front. Yeah, lose this wall, as I say, because then we can lose that door, make it up, but make a frame structure across, because then we can walk into a kitchen, and it is ample, so it makes a nice, decent size kitchen. We'll look over the top of the, I got rid of the computer desk, as you can see. I've still got to get rid of the bunk beds, so I'll get the charity to come pick those up, and also, as I say, see if they want to come pick this wardrobe up as well, because they are in good condition, so it's a shame to throw those to the tip, but we don't want them, so I'll just get the charity shop to come and collect those. That'll go downstairs, as I say, so there's not much difference there. But yeah, as I say, there's not much difference, but yeah, this wall will be knocked through. Nice breakfast counter in the middle, where we can put all what we need, as I say, like the fridges and the washers and that, and then this will become a good kitchen walking through onto the terrace. So we walk up, and then literally, mountains of rubbish. If you remember off the last video, this floor was absolutely full of rubbish. So I have managed to clean it, so managed to give it a good sweep. So as I say, with that, all that dust will soon start fetching off. Remember the mirror of the dresser, the Spanish dresser? There we are. So I've salvaged the mirror. So that's there, ready to go on this here wall. Nice big mirror backdrop, and that'll be wonderful. Chappie coming round shortly to advise me on the water tank, so as we can get that moved. So I'll just switch the light on there. So I'm getting there. You'll notice all the car boot rubbish has gone out the corner. I've still got to get rid of that metal bed frame and that old rug. So we're getting there, yeah. But the beams are looking okay after we treated them before we left the last time. So they're looking okay. So it's what I want to do is go along with another spray, another termite spray, get those nails out now, which we left, as I say, you'll see where we left the nails in, but that's basically so as we can treat it. Yeah, like little wall holes there, we gotta watch, make sure there's nothing in, but I haven't heard anything having a munch. But yeah, that's why we left the nails, so as once we take those out, we can still get the treatment straight in and do that. As I say, that's where we're putting it, hopefully put it in the water tank, out of sight, out of mind, and then we can create this into a decent bedroom, and it will be quite a decent sized bedroom. And this wall is just going to come straight down, this wall in front, take all that completely down. So I was worried about this beam because it's concrete. Yeah, there we are. And I was thinking of moving it back. But to be honest, for the hard work that's going to encounter, most people are under I'm 5'8", and I can easily walk under there, no problem at all. So anybody that's taller than me, they'll just have to bump their head, which I will cushion it anyway, just in case anybody bumps their head, or duck. Because I literally can't see the point. But we're leaving the roof, so it creates that shade, as you can remember. We will want shade because it's been a scorcher this year, and it still is a scorcher. So you'll see from that, and you'll see the blue skies is absolute red hot again today. So we will be removing that wall, and then that creates a nice just shaded area on the terrace here. with sofas all across the back, the table ready for the bar, and that'll be just a beautiful chilling area. But out the midday sun because it's scorching. Yeah. So we've still got these frames to do. I haven't done those yet, but I'll soon get round to those. There's the beautiful view there. And view there. Shame about the house in the front, but we can't have everything. Not with our budget. So yeah, so everything is all looking good still at the moment. This wall, as you know, I'm going to build that with stone. So that'll take care of those cracks, as I say, once I've started with those. But yeah, this is the progress so far, and I will update you on the next one. Don't forget, like and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it'll keep you updated each time we put on a new video. Yeah, there's me in the mirror. There we are. And see you next time.
En tus labios cuando me hablas así. Quiero besar tu boca. Ese colorcito rojo me provoca. Con un mensaje tuyo el corazón se aloca. Y tú ni cuenta te das. Que sea mi desayuno. Va a empezar el día con todas las ganas. Voy a ser directo, la neta me encantas. Eres tú lo que quiero más.
Hola, good day to you. So today's job, before the rains come out, we are expecting some rains. I want to get the outside rendered up a bit, as I say, get some patches done where, just where, as I say, some of the plaster's fallen away. So I want to re-cement that in across the top of the door. I'll show you that in a bit. Across here, there is a big piece just lower this section, which I shall do just piece by piece, as I say, to build that up rather than trying to do it all at once. We don't want it falling out again, do we? So as I say, then I can just get a lick of, I want to try and get a lick of paint on this wall at the front of the house, just so it makes it look lived in, as I say, so at least they can see it's occupied. I will just flip the camera around just so as you see. So I've just been doing up by the side of the door. There's that piece above the door, look. Yeah, there's a bit of a cut there, and then that's that big piece, as I say, I was on about. So yeah, if I can get that, there is that up there, which isn't a worry because that's just the terrace extension part. So that's, but see that crack, I'm not worried about that, but if I can get to it, I haven't got the ladders to do it just here at the moment, but hopefully a bit of more cement into that. I think more like a liquid sort would do the job better, just to seal the cracks, because it's not actually gone through the other side, so we haven't got that worry. And then I want to try and tidy up underneath the railing as well there. So back, there we are. So that is my action plan for today. As I say, I need to try and crack on with that. As I say, as I'm doing it, I'm just really wetting the wall because we haven't had a good amount of rain in a while. Just makes it easier to apply in. Could use the job. Church bells going off. There's a wedding today from our little local church. Which is nice for them. I'll get invited to the party after. So that's looking good. Just smooth all that lovely. there's professionals out there that will be saying, oh, you don't want to be doing that, you need to be doing proper for the job if you're going to do it. It will be done eventually, but not letting me know how. I'm only amateur. I want to get it, the important part, to make it look like it is lived in and welcoming. Not only for anybody else, but for me. And as I say, we'll get that done. Then I can paint the doors again. As I say now, I've sanded a lot of the doors back again. So I can give that a good coat over. One thing with the old houses as well, it just helps keep in character if you keep it more rough-edged, I'm going to call it. Yeah, a lot of the houses will be re-rendered or squared up, and they're sort of losing the character. Because at the end of the day, it was just built with boulders. Still undecided what colour to do at the bottom. Don't know whether to go for a stone colour or a grey colour. The grey is very typically English at the moment. I'm not knocking it though. When you come to Spain, you want to see colour. Sorry about that noise in the background. Somebody's dropped a little tin can. Annoying me, so I'm going to pick it up. I've done it on purpose. I think it's fell out of the bag. There we are, one moment. Coffee can. I think it fell out of their litter as I was taking the bags of rubbish. But soon picked up. Everybody just picked up a little bit of rubbish now and then. Accidents happen. Again with loose bits, there they are. You know that's going to be the next piece falling out. So just throw it out, chisel it out. I must say that the big bag of ready mix cement, sand and cement, which I'm using there, was only €2.95, so a lot better price than the UK. For that price. That price you don't mind losing a bit. Anyway, I'll let you carry on. As I say, now you've watched me doing a bit of this, and then I'll show you the next progress. See you soon. And don't forget to like and subscribe. There we are. Thank you. Reasons why I thought, well, I'll do this one tonight. It's now 10:30 at night. I've just been some lovely tapas in the town and a couple of wines. And then I came back and I thought, you know what, it's so peaceful and tranquil outside. So I've just done a bit of work outside the door, just sizing up the wall where you can and filling a few cracks that I want to paint tomorrow. Basically just to make it look like it's lived in. I know the door's setting it off, but I thought, let's do a little bit more if I've got time. So I did another ready mix as well, just to finish off in the bedroom, as I say. So that's all ready to go now for a lick of paint on the walls. I can't do the ceiling at the moment, but at least the walls can have a lick of paint. And then, as I say, I haven't come to why we wanted to call the Castle Short, and that's a dear friend of ours that passed away this year, which is 2023. Yeah, I mean, he's 34 years of age, which is no age. Lovely soul. Yeah, wouldn't hurt a butterfly, as I say, but sadly his life came to an end, and I thought, you know what? It was the same year as getting this place. We thought, you know what, we'll, in his honour, we'll call it Casa Sean. So there you know. Which would be a lovely tribute to him, as I say, let him continue his life. As long as we can, you know, hold things together here, which I think we can. As I say, it's all coming together quite well. Yeah, finding out more about the town as well, which is great, as I say, in the area. So if you're not familiar with the area, certainly, as I say, look it up, like Pachena and Cantoria, even the little village in the hills, Samontin. They're just beautiful whitewashed towns, as I say, so it really is ones to look out for in the area, as I say, rather if you're looking for something less coastal. We're only an hour and 10-20 minutes away from the coast. Easily doable, as I say. If I want to spend the day on the coast, I can get down there by 9-10 o'clock, spend the day down there, and certainly be back, as I say. Easy enough time, as I say, for some evening tapas at the local bar. Yeah, and that's the beauty. Yeah. So more to do, lots more to do. As I say, first, one of the main priorities now on the outside of the property, where you'll see from previous videos, is the house that was pulled down before. So that was pulled down, obviously, as I say, during not really having probably any uptake or keeping it up to standard. So that was pulled down, and then we are left with an unrendered wall, as I say, which poses more of a problem with water, as I say, with the torrential rain. When that comes, it's, you know, finding its way into our property. So that's a job in its completely self, and I'm definitely going to fetch in some locals for that, as I say, to do that job for us, because I don't do heights. And though I have been on the roof today yesterday repairing some tiles, only to find out the tiles on a board were a fraction of the traditional old size tile, so a bit smaller. Yeah, so they are going to have to come back off, and I will replace those as soon as I can get hold of some traditional tiles, as I say, just to reline that roof. As I say, I had it all up yesterday, as I say, because there was a seep in the roof. I thought I'd fixed one problem, but then it was in the next line too. But for your price you pay, you gotta expect problems. and if I can do it myself, then I'm saving a few quid. Eventually, we'll probably take that part of the roof off. I'll point that out to you. It was the one when we first had the house and it got the hole in the roof, as I say. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe take that completely off and just make it a flat roof terrace. Yeah, what's the point in sloping roofs when you can enjoy sitting outside? So that's my way of thinking, but at the moment we'll keep repairing it till we can't repair it no longer, and then we'll look at that at a later date. So that's keeping you up to date. As I say, there's been a lot of progress. It's more about the taking time to get things right, especially in the bedroom, so at least I can get a lick of paint going on that now. And it will need quite a few licks of paint, but we'll get there. And then we've got a bedroom to go at. So we'll at least have 2 rooms, like the living room here now, as I say. It's with, yes, dumping ground at the moment for everything else that coming out the bedroom, but we will get this ship shape. As I say, I've still got to try and locate some tiles if I can. If I can't, well, we'll just rip the whole tiles up and restart. Yeah, but if I can get some tiles, I'm going to have a look in the morning, have a little trip up the road, and see if I can locate some of the tiles, because we only need about 15, and so 15 is better than buying probably 60, 70 tiles. So I'll try and do that. But that keeps you updated, as I say, and keep watching the progression as we come along. I hope you enjoy it, as I say, and like and subscribe to Casa Sean. Thank you. Adios.